Solve the quadratic equation 5x squared minus 7x equals 6. Okay, we have our 4 steps. Step 1, get everything on one side, the other side 0. So move the 6 over to the other side. We get 5x squared minus 7x minus 6 equals 0. Okay, now we're going to do step 2, which is factor the non-zero side. This is a bit complicated. It's a trinomial with a number appearing before the squared term, so I'm going to use a diamond. I see that a is equal to 5, b is equal to negative 7, and c is equal to negative 6. If you don't move that 6 over, you're going to think c is positive 6, which it is not. It is negative 6. Okay, so let's draw our diamond, AC on the top and B on the bottom. Okay, so A times C is 5 times negative 6, so we get negative 30 on the top. Okay, 5 times 6 is negative 30 on the top, and negative 7 on the bottom. My writing doesn't look very clear. I'm having trouble with my pen, but that is a negative 30 on the top and a negative 7 on the bottom. We're searching for two values that multiply together and give us a negative 30, and they add together to give us a negative 7. And those two values are negative 10 and 3. Negative 10 and 3. Now rewrite the first term and the last term, and then replace the middle term with the negative 10x plus positive 3x. So now we have 4 terms. We're going to factor by guessing. Out of the first 2 terms, we pull out a common factor of 5 times x in parentheses, and that leaves parenthesis x. That gives us 5x squared, and then minus 2 gives us a negative 10x. Out of the second 2, the 3x minus 6, we pull out a common factor of positive 3. It leaves parenthesis x minus 2. So the miracle has occurred. We had the big fat miracle factor in parentheses x minus 2. We're going to pull both of those out and put them together in the front. Parentheses x minus 2 times, okay, when we strip the x minus 2 away from the first term above, on the line above, it leaves 5 times x. So put the 5x in the first parenthesis, second parenthesis. And when we strip the x minus 2 parenthesis away from the second term, it leaves a positive 3. So there's our factorization. So we have factored the quadratic. You know what's missing here? My 0. I hate doing that. I should see where every equal sign is. There should be a 0 in front of every equal sign. It's equal to 0. I am solving an equation. I have to bring the 0 down in my work, which I failed to do. Bad on me. Put a 0 in front of every one of those equal signs. Okay, so step 4. Set each of the factors equal to 0. X minus 2 equals 0. Union together with 5x plus 3 equals 0. And solve each of these little equations. Just add 2 to both sides, and we'll get x equals 2, and union that together with, okay, now over here on the right, the 5x plus 3 equals 0. We first subtract 3 from both sides and get 5x equals negative 3, and then we get rid of the coefficient 5 by dividing both sides by 5. We got x equals negative 3/5. So we have two solutions to this second degree equation. We have x equals negative 2 together with x equals negative 3/5. So you can write it the way I've written it, or you can put it inside of curly set brackets, list the x values that satisfy the equation. Any order, it doesn't matter who comes first. The 2, comma, negative 3/5. Close your set brackets and box your answer.